it's Mirka, and so today I'll be talking about my first impressions on the anime and manga of My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom. So this manga is created by Satoru Yamaguchi with the illustrations by Nami Hidaka. Its US publisher for the manga is 7 Seas Entertainment, and if you're watching the anime, it is currently airing in spring 2020 and created by Silver Link, who has done anime such as Mafia Test and Kokoro Connect. So if you hadn't had the chance to read the synopsis of this story, the main story is that the main character is a 17-year-old high school girl who loves Otome games. Unfortunately, she dies through an accident and is reincarnated in the last Otome game she was playing called Fortune Lover. However, she finds out she's not been reincarnated as the main character, but as the villainess of the story. And because she's played this game, she knows that all her routes, all the endings, lead in a doom ending. So she either gets killed or she gets exiled. And because she's had the second chance at life, she wants to use that chance to make sure that she changes her fate and is able to live in this world. So this anime is an Isekai reverse harem/harem anime. So before I actually talk about the anime, I'll talk about my feelings before watching the anime, because it feeds into my impressions of it. So when I was looking at the spring 2020 list, this caught my eye because it was something new that I haven't really heard of before. I know Isekai, I know reverse harems, I just never heard of them together. And a very self-aware one. I don't have that much experience with Isekai, but with reverse harems, when I was younger, I really loved reverse harems. However, as you get older, a lot of the stories become the same, just because a lot of the characters have character types. So like the Megane of the group, the tsundere of the five guys you choose from, and usually the main character is very plain, like a Mary Sue type cast character. But that's not the fault of the anime. It's usually because a lot of these Otome games, or a lot of these reverse harems, are from Otome games, and as a result, the anime portrays them as being this kind of plain slate, because in the game that you were supposed to be playing that game. And I stopped watching reverse harems because of that fact, or watching reverse harems that are like just don't have a very interesting aspect of it. Unless the character is just really different, or I like the guys a lot more. So that kind of impression was in my head before watching this, so I wasn't expecting too much. I was excited, but I was like, keep my expectations low because I'm not sure if this anime is gonna live up to everyone's hype. However, here's where the first impressions. I really love this. I really love the anime, and I was hooked after the first episode, and as a result, after watching the first episode, by the time this is released, I think either 2 or 3 episodes would have aired already. After the first episode, I was hooked on it and binged the whole manga that is available, or the chapters that are available, and then got myself a legal copy because or I wanted to support this because it's really good. And I think the reason why I really liked it is because it reminds me distinctly of Kiss Him Not Me, and where the self character is very self-aware of her surroundings, and it's comical at the same time. And even though there's these typecasted characters, they're very self-aware of it, and they use that to their advantage to perform these comedic interactions. In Kiss Him Not Me, and also in Hamefura. And if I like switch between the names, My Life as a Villainess is very long, so a lot of people call it Katerina to reference the main character, who is Katerina Claus, and Hamefura, which is shortened from the Japanese name. So if I interchange them, that's the reason why. So I think it uses the advantages of knowing that the characters are supposed to be with their specific tropes, and flips it on its head in a way. So for example, Prince Jord is supposed to be the prince character, his brother Alan is supposed to be the tsundere character, and they know that, the anime producers know that, And I think also because the main character is aware that she's in a game, she makes comments about it too. Like, oh, he's the hard to get one, he's very, like, he has this inferiority complex, and they use that to make it funny and have her figure out ways and analyze ways to use that as her advantage to change her fate. And I think what I really enjoyed about it too, without getting into spoiler territory with the other love interest, is that she got reincarnated as the villainess. She didn't get reincarnated as the main character. And I feel like that's really cool because you always see, like, from the main character's perspective. You never see from the villainess perspective. Of course, she's more of the main character now than she is the villainess as the, of course, because she's the main character of this anime. So really using her and having her change her fate because of who she was reincarnated was, as opposed to starting at a fresh plate that everyone likes you and then you're like the different one. You're the, like, you already have like preset characteristics. You're not adding more, like, this is you're like not this Mary Sue character. I think that's why I really like this anime and what it made it interesting. And with that, of course, this is my first impression, so I don't want to get too deep into the manga, but if you are one of those readers that are gonna watch it right after the anime, or if you're gonna follow along, from what I'm seeing right now, the anime is very true to the manga. The anime is a little bit fast-paced, but I think that's also because of the nature of this. So for the first episode, it was the first 2 chapters, and the second episode, there's the next 2 chapters. So I think that's how the course of this anime is probably gonna make it so. So, as a recap, I think I just rambled a lot. I would definitely recommend you, if you really like reverse harems or isekais in general, to watch this anime, or if you like those 2 genres differently and now want something new, I would definitely recommend it. It is just a very, if you don't like any of those genres, I think it's just a really refreshing anime. You don't have to think too much about it to enjoy it, as opposed to maybe other anime out there. It's just something you would like watch in the background, but you should actually watch it in real time, actually, because it's just really funny and lighthearted, especially if you're watching this in 2020, especially because of everything that's happening. So yeah, leave me a comment below if you're watching Hamefura this season, or if you've been reading the manga, or if you just want to talk about it, because I'm trying to get my friends into it, but they haven't watched it yet. So I really need people to talk to this anime / manga about, because it's just very, like, I'm too deep already. So with that, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!